Okay, so this keeps going off on its own by itself. It starts without me, and it's 11:11, so I'm not going to let it get me upset. Okay, so I'm actually going to go do. I think I'm going to go live on TikTok later. However, for now, we're just going to do a collective, since my plans are a little bit foiled. We're just going to do a collective and let it be that. Okay. All right. Everything looks good. Okay. Do I want tarot of vampires? I don't think I do. I'm tired of this camera starting by itself. Starting up on its own. I think it does it just to like really irritate me. Me being of the Virgo, I still have that perfectionist in me. And it really is a curse. All right, I guess that's, yeah, we're just going to, yeah, well, you know what, I feel okay with them. I do have darkness and light, but we are going to go with the vampires. So, collective. What do we got? What's good? What are we doing? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing on 11/11? How you feeling? How's the energy? Treating you good? If not, then you better start getting that mind right. Because everything is, from what I gather, magnified. Because it is 11/11. So, let's see what we got. Do a couple more little shuffles, and then we're going to get ready and get going. Do a collective. And then I got my school the next couple of days, so I think I'm just going to, like, you know, I can't seem to get comfortable. Not that this matters, but no, okay. We're going to do a quick one. There's a lot going on today. Sometimes my mind just like races. So, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups. Okay. I already closed the window. Ten of Wands. But I'm getting a little bit cold. Yes, I'm one of those people. I'd rather put the heater on than to wear extra clothes. It is what it is. I've already done that where I've had to wear coats. In fact, some of my TikTok videos I'll wear my coat. I'm like, I don't want to wear my coat in the house. So I wear a heater. Never mind. Stop talking, Grace. All right, collective. As far as you, what have you been working on? What have you been doing? What is it that you're trying to fulfill? What is your wish? Again, we're going back to the whole thing about it being 11/11. Whatever it is, it's being magnified today. It's being amplified. Okay? Are you writing things down? Are you trying to manifest certain things? Have you cleared your mind? Are you still in that old, stuck, stagnant energy? Are you still trapped in that pain? If you are, it's okay. Okay? I'm not saying just deny it. No, process it. The problem is are you actually doing anything to process it, to get past it? If you've been hurt, if you're still angry, if it's been years, why are you still holding on to it? What are you doing to help yourself get past it? Okay? So, these are just certain things to think about. Unfortunately, you shouldn't have waited till today to kind of think about it. All right? But if you're not there yet, it's okay. There's going to be plenty of time. All right? Just do your best. Now, because I do see this 10 of Wands. If there is something that you're wanting, something that you're trying to go towards, you have to make sure that your energy, your energetic field, your mind is in the right place. Okay? A lot of people don't really seem to understand like doing affirmations and doing stuff like that. From my experience, okay? You have to be okay with certain things to let things go. All right? If you're not feeling good, if you don't believe whatever it is that you're thinking, if you don't believe, if you don't have any faith whatsoever in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, if you're sitting there and you're like, I know I've been there, but you're like, oh, I want the love of my life to come in, but I guarantee them, it's that having that doubt. It's having that but. It's like, yes, I want love, but I'll believe it when I see it. It's kind of like the thing of, it's like serving two masters. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay? If you are not in that place, and I know it's hard to get there, what are you doing? Are you going to therapy? Are you doing affirmations? Are you doing sound therapy? Are you doing something holistically? Are you are you journaling? What are you actually doing? Or are you just stewing in anger and hate for however long? Okay, these are things that you need to be thinking about. All right? Now, Three of Swords. All right. We're leaving that there. It's like somebody needs to just, that's all this is. Somebody's needing to really understand that whatever it is that they are trying to manifest, they have to make sure that their energy and their time is right. And the only way that you're going, their energy and their mind is right. Okay? The only way they're going to do that, it's not going to go away on its own. Somebody else coming into your life, sweeping you off your feet, is not going to do it. Something outside of you is not going to do it. It's going to be something within you. It has to be something that you're going to have to reconcile with. That crap happens. Sometimes people, they come to an end of a contract, however it is that you want to look at it, and it's over. It's done. It just is. Okay? Sometimes it's more painful than others. But you have to at least understand that. You have to get past that yourself somehow. You have to do something. You have to do something. Okay? Now, for some of you, you have been doing the work, but there's something or somewhere or somebody is in this Three of Swords energy. Okay? We don't want that. We can't have that. Not in the future that we're trying to paint a beautiful picture of. We can't be thinking about a Three of Swords. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear any of that. Yep. Fighting. So there could be like literally somebody like on the surface. They're like, yeah, I'm doing all the work. I'm doing this. I'm doing all that. Then when they get home, they're just like, it's just like they're, that's what this looks like to me. They're not just like, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm great. I'm over that. Oh, that person don't bother me at all. No, I ain't worried about it. When they get home, they're just like, That's what this looks like. Okay? If you get yourself to a point, however that is, to understand, sometimes it's just a matter of understanding how the universe works. How the laws of nature, the laws of the universe work. When you understand certain things and you figure these things out, a lot of things get a little bit easier to process and a little bit easier to swallow. And that can actually help with your healing too. That's if you want to go through it through the spiritual approach. somebody needs to start getting past something because they still have something in them that is like just like battling this heartache. Okay? What are the seeds that you're planting? What are the seeds that you're planting? What is it that you're wishing for? Okay? We have to be very careful. I remember years ago, was it You Are Creators? I used to love listening to Justin Perry. It talks about, you know, and I know other people have said it too, but his videos are one that's sticking out to me in my mind. You have to get in there and you have to pull the weed out by the root. You have to pull that thought out by the root. You have to delete, get rid of those thoughts. I mentioned it before, something like a fruit fly, you know. They only have so much, you know, power or brain mass as far as, you know, as far as remembrance. So they remember certain things about pain. But then they have to actually, it's almost like a computer file. They have to delete certain memories in order to make room for something good and pleasurable. Be like a fruit fly. Delete the pain. Replace it with something brand new. Something beautiful. Okay? And it doesn't mean it's that somebody else is out there is going to make you happy. You're going to find that love that you always wanted. You gotta work, you gotta fix that within yourself before you actually go and including dragging somebody else into that and you're not even healed. Okay? I don't know who needed to hear that. I mean, it's just something, I'm just kind of rambling right now because it's not really exactly where I wanted to go, but this is 11/11, so we need to make some kind of, we have to start sometime. We have to start somewhere. All right? I don't know. See? Shadow Man even says, he said, yeah. See? Thank you, baby. Right. I am going to plan to go live here on TikTok in a little bit. So hopefully you have TikTok. Okay. Go live TikTok on, let me see, what time is it? I don't know, it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. So, I might go like 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Wherever you are. All right. Now, what up? 8 of Wands. You know what? We are going to do a different deck. Oh. Well, I was grabbing for Edgar Allan Poe. Actually, no, I'm not going to use Edgar Allan Poe. I'm going to use Gilded Royale. However, I just flicked out the Death card. It's time to lay something to rest. Lay it to rest. Get it out of here. All right. We want to bring in things that are beautiful. All right. Don't we deserve it? Okay. If so, I feel like there's somebody that is like, they're wanting another person's apology. What is that going to do for you? If they give you the apology, is it going to make it better? Is it going to make it right? Sometimes. But a lot of times people just, it's not going to take it all away. Because what happens tomorrow? A lot of times when people have given an apology, then people want to know why they did it. Sometimes people don't know why they do certain things. Sometimes they just don't. Sometimes they don't want to tell you how evil they are. That's why they don't tell you. Sometimes people just really just don't know why they do certain things. It's subconscious. It's not something that they're fully aware of. You also have the fact that sometimes people want an apology from somebody. And sometimes that person doesn't even think that they owe you an apology. They don't think that they did anything wrong. Sometimes they think you did something wrong. We have to start considering these things. Okay? Figure out a way to process these things, this pain. Do you know that holding on to pain and anger, it poisons the blood? It creates disease in the body. And you come down later on with medical conditions. It's how it manifests. You got to figure out a way of kind of figuring out why you can't let go of certain things. Somebody definitely can't let go of something. You have to. If you want to find peace in this life and find happiness. Because there is happiness out there. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Death. Look at that. This could have something to do with a Scorpio. Somebody moving away from a Scorpio. Somebody moving away from the negative attributes of a Scorpio energy. Not a Scorpio person. Every zodiac sign has negative attributes. Negative characteristics. Somebody could be moving away from those negative energies. Somebody could be moving away from an ending. Maybe somebody doesn't want something to end. You have that factor too. Okay? Sometimes you have people that like to keep people dangling. And they're not going to end something because then that means it's over. And that gives somebody closure. Sometimes people don't want to give closure because they may want to come back at some point. There's a lot of reasons. That's why it's good for you to at least know what you want. What's going to make you happy. If it depends on somebody else, how are you going to make everything in your life depend on somebody else? If they come and apologize to me, then everything will be better. Well, maybe it won't. It's a very good possibility that it won't. Okay. I see it on TV all the time. You get people that they'll do something wrong and then they'll apologize. And then you have the entire mob of the world and they're just like, bludgeoning somebody for years and years and years and years and years. And they've already apologized. And that was all that somebody was even asking for. There is something really, really gnarly going on right now as far as somebody going through some kind of an energy where they feel like they're owed an apology. Maybe they are. I don't know. It's possible, but maybe not. But somebody's holding on to that anger and that resentment. They need to somebody needs to let something go. Something has ended and they need to just move on with it. Whatever it was that happened, that is your answer. That is your answer. Sometimes people don't want to give an explanation. Sometimes people don't have the guts. Whatever it is, it's irrelevant. It has nothing to do with you. It has the only thing that has something that has to do with you is you and how you're handling it and you're responding it. Because ultimately that's the only thing that we can control. I don't know why this is really, really something going on. We have to clear this energy. We have to clear this energy. We have to. Or, since none of this is mine, I'm just going to have to just deny it. I can't have somebody coming in and crashing these readings all the time with this toxic. This is toxic. This is toxic. Somebody needs to move away from something toxic. Look, the death card, the skull and crossbones is poison. Somebody needs to move away from the poison. It is toxic. The energy, the stewing, the anger, whatever it is, holding on to all that is toxic. You are eating the poison every single day that you are acting. Oh, who needs to hear this? Somebody really needs to hear this. All right. I hope I'm relaying it. I wasn't even expecting this. So I hope it's kind of sinking into somebody. I just hope that's all it is. All right. Wheel of Fortune. What about this Wheel of Fortune? It starts within you. Somebody needs to start doing certain things. They need to actually take certain actions in order to make themselves feel better. Okay? To be okay with it. To find that in themselves. This is a card of ultimate self-love. Okay? There is so much at your fingertips. For whoever this is, there's so much at your fingertips once you move away from it. You know? For some of you, this really just legitimately could be somebody that, you know, is constantly in and out of your life. You know, whatever this is, all right? It's like somebody may want somebody back in their life, and this person could really be toxic, and they're just constantly in and out, and they never apologize, and they keep doing the same crap over and over again. Why do you want to deal with somebody like that? All right? You're not going to change that person. There's nothing that you can do. And they're never going to see things from your perspective. People are looking at things from their own perspective, for their own happiness and their own pleasure. Okay? People generally don't care about other people. They do, but it's an afterthought. We always care about ourselves first. It's just the nature of the beast. It's survival. It's natural. So if I'm trying to find something that makes me happy, and chances are it could actually ultimately make somebody else, you know, unhappy, 9 times out of 10 people are going to choose what makes them happy first. And if making them happy is leaving up the toilet seat, it's just something that they do. If making themselves happy is sleeping with 1,000 women or men, that's what they're going to do. And they don't care how it affects you, because that is what they like. And there's nothing that you're going to do to change them. If that's what makes them happy, then that is their goal in life. The thing that you need to realize is that person is not going to do anything for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to take a stand for yourself. You have to find out what makes you happy, because they're finding out what makes them happy. They're not going to sacrifice whatever their happiness is. I was just using that as an example. But whatever their happiness is, they're not going to sacrifice it for you, because making you happy is going to make them feel bad. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. All right. I may not even upload this. I don't know. Somebody's going through something right now. And things can be so different for them. Things can be so different. You have to do now. You know, and there comes a time when it's just like, you know what, we've done this long enough. We've done this long enough. It's time to stop. It's time to stop with certain behaviors. It's time to stop thinking about somebody else. It's time to stop watching what they're doing. It's time to stop, you know, asking other people how they're doing. Who gives a fuck? It's time to worry about you. Okay? Whatever it is, somebody needs to just completely stop with that energy. It's obsessive, and that is toxic. No matter what, you are being toxic to. That is toxic behavior. If you can't let go of certain things, if you can't let go, that's still toxic. It's toxic. The behaviors that you're exemplifying is toxic. Attachment can be incredibly toxic. And you have an attachment to something. It's toxic. Forgive me, I'm just a messenger. But I also care. You deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve to be happy. For some people, it is completely, it's like quitting smoking. Some people can do it cold turkey. Some others can taper it off. How are you? Because if it's something about another person trying to figure out what they're doing all the time or whatever, or waiting for them to come back, or wanting to show them that you're so much more happy when you're not, because technically you're lying to yourself, you're not. If you're waiting for them to see you being happy, then that's a lie. That's a lie. Because you're still worried about them and whatever it is that they're thinking and feeling and seeing. And you're wanting to rub something in their face. Oh, they made a wrong choice. They should have stayed with me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it's time to look at those behaviors that you're doing right now, and that could be why that person left. All right. Sometimes leaving or exiting a situation, it's really, endings are never good. They're never good. So, I don't know. I'm leaving us here. I don't even know if I'm going to load this up. Somebody needs to know that the stuff that they're doing is toxic. You know? Whether the other person was right or wrong, and chances are they could have been wrong, but you continuing in that is not. It is toxic. You're being toxic also. All right. I don't think anyone's going to like me holding a mirror up to this, but you know. Oh well, I might just delete it, so. We'll see what kind of response I get from it. Because I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but I do want people to be happy. I do want people to heal. I do want people to see some certain things. And I know that when I went through it, I know that it hurt. But somebody needs to tell you. All right. Good luck.